Okay, but let's go ahead and upload this one last time. Click OK. Okay, we've made some changes. Okay, and we know it works. We tested it out. We hit refresh. We put it back. Phew, I feel much better now. Okay, what we want to do now is we want to basically preserve what we did. So this is going to be our first commit. Okay, I'm going to go back to Bitbucket, and at this point I'm going to click on source. And it says source directory is empty. Get started with your first commit. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. I'm going to say I did this. So we already set up Git on the machine. We've already added it, so we're connected. So let's go to the next step. And it says here, it shows you how you can write a message. So what you can do is you can create a README file. You can add the README file. This is not a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and try that out. So we're going to, nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Go ahead and delete that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, but make a few changes. Oh, sure, why not? Now, a README file is just little information about your site. Now, what this is going to do, Echo, is a way of basically printing this out. These two signs mean to create a file. It's called README, all caps, .md. MD is a special type of file. It's a README file. Okay, so now we need a description of, well, I'll go ahead and put bootleg child theme README. Hit enter. Okay, I guess I have to go out to the end of the line. Hit enter. There we go. Okay, let's go take a look at what we did. Now we have the README file in the folder. Okay, next step. We're going to add it. Okay, so add, it basically allows us to track the file. And we not only want to add the README, but we want to add our style as well, because we have two new pages, or two new documents. So I'm going to write get. The other thing you can do is get status is a good one. Get status tells you what's going on. So it says we have untracked files. So this, anything that's red is untracked. We need to add it. Okay, so we're going to write get add readme.md and ignore that ending. Ignore that little warning here. Get add style.css. Okay, we've added two files. Let's go back to Bitbucket. We need to now commit our changes. Okay, so we're going to do a commit. We're going to give it a message. Okay, so there's guidelines for messages. I'm just going to copy the first part of this. I'm going to right-click, get commit -m. This means to the master file. And I'm going to put first commit adding. And they recommend you put adding as like we're currently doing this right now. README and style.css. Hit enter. All right, so first commit file. Well, we got a warning. Don't worry about that. Two files were changed. We had 15 insertions. That was just how many lines were used, and blah blah blah. Okay, we've added everything. So those are ready. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push these changes to our repository. So we had to do that in Git Bash. Right click, get push -u, origin master. U stands for username, so take what our username is. Hit enter, and this should work. Let's see if it does. It should ask for our password, and it did. So I'm going to plug in my password. Notice, I typed. You don't see any change on here. Just trust that you're doing it right. Hit OK. If it's the right password, everything goes through. It's good. Now, we were able to make our first commit, and we've pushed it through. So let's go through the steps on here. And that is, if you want to create a file and actually put stuff in it, you put echo readme. And you could just do that in Notepad++. To add a file, it's get add. once you add them, then you can create your commit. Now this is what preserves your project, okay? And then push sends it to the repository. So let's take a look at commits. When I click on commit, I actually have, there's me, the author, there's my first commit, and if I go to overview, I can see my activity. I pushed one commit here. I can click on source. Guess what? There's the README, there's the style. This is what I put on the README file. So I can put more information about my project into the README, and you do want to do that. But for now, I just wanted to show you how you get this. And at this point, what we can do is we can begin working. So on the rest of my tutorials, I'm going to be walking you through the various steps for creating a child theme. And every time we do some significant change to our child theme, and we test it to make sure it works, we're going to push, we're going to add our changes, we're going to create a commit message, and then we're going to push it to the repository. And we're going to keep doing that as we work on our file. And so we can take a look, and as we add more commits, we will see these projects. If I begin working and I make a mistake, I can always go back and revert to where I was at this moment 2 minutes ago when I created my first commit. Okay, thank you very much.